Buddy Sal here with Simply Investing. We're back at it for episode 3 of Crypto Pick, and here we'll be going over ICP, Internet Computer, so protocol, and it's going to be a fun thing. But as I go on, of course, always these picks of, and I'll be doing one for stock picks as well, starting this Friday. But we have Crypto Pick every Monday. You'll get it. You'll get the old episode on YouTube, and you'll get the new one on Patreon. If you're curious about the Patreon, join in underneath. It's patreon.com/ simply investing with Bobby. You can go on there. It's a $3 subscribe, and of course you get access to all videos, all the news, buy and sells when I take profits or when I'm selling, and just to exit out. You also get access to the Discord. There's gonna be a series with interviews with prominent business people in my area that have built successful businesses, at least 8 figures and up in my area. And I'm only going to do 5 a year, and they're only going to post on Patreon. And then if you want to catch those seasons quickly, then you'll have to go there, or you're going to have to wait till next year for them to come out to YouTube. But with that said, really appreciate all your guys' support and everything. Like and subscribe, like the channel, subscribe to us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, everywhere. Follow us everywhere. We're live everywhere. And of course, every Monday through Friday, we do Crypto Morning Chat, where Cody and I discuss live the events going on in crypto and what we're investing in, what's going on, how things can affect our portfolio. And of course, every Sunday we do What's in Your Portfolio, as I go over my portfolio, my gains, my losses, how I lost money, how I gained money, and all that fun stuff. But with that said, we're going to get into this video, and we're going to do this quick synopsis. There's not really a lot to talk about, as you can see. This has kind of been just something that came up on today's stream. So as of the recording of this video, we have ICP at 409, but as you can see here with the chart, it has ran down and looks like it's in the crypto graveyard. Now, many believe this to be a scam. It is involved in Web3, and once it has a lot to do with Web3 product. So let's go over what exactly it is. The Internet Computer Blockchain incorporates a radical rethink of blockchain design powered by innovations in cryptography. It provides the first world computer blockchain that can be used to build almost any online system or service, including demand web social media, without need for traditional IT, such as cloud computing services. As such, it can enable full end-to-end decentralization. As we all know, Web3 is where people are going, where it's less decentralized as or less centralized, as well as everyone can monetize their own access to Web3. There's a lot of cool things that are coming out about Web3, a lot of blockchains, a lot of people getting involved in it. As you can see here, this one is on 400,000 watch lists and has a little over 100,000 follows on a coin market cap. Now, the volume and everything, there's still people that believe in it, still people watching it, still people that are hoping, because as you know, Web3 is kind of the next branch that's gonna of the cryptoverse that's gonna start kind of growing, along with, of course, crypto gaming. However, these guys are hoping to really be the platform that you can launch a lot of Web3 products and platforms and services off of it. So that's what I get off of this. However, I think it's hard to say because Web3 really hasn't been rolled out to the masses. So there's really not too much that these guys can do other than they're just working with the foundation of it. So, but right now, the tokenomics, we kind of have total market supply of 501 million tokens, 438 million in circulation. So it kind of has quite a bit. It's ranked 32 on the top 100. So it does have some possibility of being somewhere. However, it seems like the overall sentiment of this token is dead. Now let's go back over here. where I'm at the main website where they talk about it. Chain key crypt- cryptography underpins the IC security architecture. Of course, you see here the current operation of subnets and inter-subnet communication relies on a suite of novel cryptographic protocols, collectively referred to as chain key cryptography. Chain key cryptography makes it possible for subnets to authenticate responses to user requests, the subnet state, and inter-subnet messages, and in a completely decentralized way. So there is a lot of buzzwords in this, and like I said, it's hard to really say. You got to really keep reading into it. Now, if we go over to the white paper, you can see here it's a pretty in-depth white paper. As you can see here, I'm just quickly scrolling through. We got a lot. Now, I did not read all of this. However, the one thing, as you guys know, all my things, I like to know who's involved. So that's one thing I haven't yet really figured out or found out about yet, because I don't see a tab for that. So let's go all the way down here. There should be an about page. If not, I generally don't. That's kind of like my first red flag is I can't find really who's developing it. I kind of want to know what's going on, but as you can see here, there's really no name or person behind it, or they're not advertising it. It's not like right up in your face like many other like when you're going through here, there's nothing where it says about. It's just kind of a web page. Now, a lot of people are like, well, the web page is very well organized and things like that. It looks like it takes time to do this, but really, this can all be accomplished by GoDaddy. Like a lot of this can be accomplished by 5 minutes worth of a bot making a website for you off of GoDaddy. So that does not spark a lot of hope for me. However, coming back to their white paper, we do have a lot that's going on. So here I'm just going to summarize what their abstract thing is. Like, smart contracts are a new form of software that will revolutionize how software is written, IT systems are maintained, and applications and whole businesses are built. Smart contracts are composable and autonomous pieces of software that run on decentralized blockchains, which make them tamper proof and unstoppable in this paper, and blah blah blah, right? So basically when this came out, Web3 was kind of like in the hype in the middle of the bull run. And like if we go back to the pricing here, you could see like the all-time high was $428.48. That's a lot. That's when they debuted it pretty much. And it's just went down. And what's crazy is this is going down in a bull run. Let's take a look at the log. As you can see here, it's just been going down. So now we got red flag number 2. Still not a fan because I'm not liking this downward trend as the volume is just dropping precipitously. So now we're down here, whereas like you go back up here, we had a volume of several hundred million, and sometimes like you see 800, a billion, it's just going down. But we started off here and we just dropped. Now, could this turn around? Yes. Is there more Web3 programs and significance around Web3 coming out in the future? Yes. However, right now, it's not looking like they're doing anything. But let's go back over here. We'll go to developer docs. And it's like, I really just don't see. You could do all this building and stuff, but I don't know if there's any developers here. Let's go to the blog real quick. Okay, developer weekly update. This is good. So there's people doing stuff. So that is helpful. They are definitely doing stuff. So this is kind of like, okay, this is a green flag that they are doing something. I'm seeing something like every week they're doing something. Like you can see here, they're just posting stuff since 2022 all the way through 2023. So obviously activity has started working on there. Obviously, there's people working on stuff here. So yeah, so maybe after what this is, maybe this is just showing it's a slow start. So that's why it didn't have a lot of dump, and they needed to initialize this to earn revenue to get somewhere, to get money to do all this stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at price estimates. Let's see what the I'm just gonna say 10, let's just say 10% down, right? Okay. So obviously there's quite a few people expecting a 30% increase to 534 at the end of this month, 535, 583. Not enough to calculate. You see here enough votes and stuff like that. I will say, let's just say here 550 because that sounds like a reasonable estimate there for you. And if we're looking for at the end of the year, I'm going to say 355. That sounds about right. And I'll probably say here around November 275. So let's see here. There you go. You got my price estimates in there. I am following this just because I try to every stock pick I always click and follow. However, it's on about a 3% downward trend, so it is moving with the market. However, what bothers me the most is really like when we look at the overall view, it's going this way. It's in a downward trend. Now, it has hit the bottom, but we have not had, let's take the last month. We've had some price movement with the market. Let's look at the last 7 days. Yeah, we had some upward price momentum, and then it went right back down, but nothing really to like get excited over. However, is it something that you could potentially make a lot of money off of? As of right now, I'd say I'd rate this as a solid C because we don't know which direction it's going to go. However, it has a lot of work involved. And like when you get a chance and you really want to read this 45-page white paper about Web3, smart contracts, and internet protocols, you can definitely see that there's a lot of time and thought that was put into this. But it looks like, if I had to guess, this is probably like a ragtag team of people that understand crypto and the technology involved and the coding that's needed. However, it's one is this is way too complicated for the average person to really take the time and read and go over all the math and programming language and all that stuff. And I'm not one of those, although I probably could figure it out in the long term if I really focus on, but I don't have that much time to do it. And that's why I said there's really not a lot to go on with this, but however, it is a good buy because it's a decent enough buy to put a bet on, I should say, because we're still getting a lot of growth in Web3 and crypto gaming, and this is what's going to be could be part of it. Now, euphoria wise, people will get involved. Retail investors will just buy it because it's cheap, hoping it can grow, so you can get a good trade off of that. But given I can't find out who owns it, although maybe I just didn't look hard enough, but I couldn't find who exactly owns it. So, with that being said, I can't tell you definitively whether this is a yes or no. All I could say is it's got a lot of complicated things involved. It's got a good white paper, and it's got what would be a pretty straightforward new updates on what they're doing. So it's like it seems like every week they're giving an update on the developers, what they're doing, what they're working on, how they're expanding, who's expanding what. So you have a really, really uh, active system. I think just says no one's heard of it. Really, no one's really working on it, and retail investors have forgotten about Web3. Right now, all the talk is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. So it's kind of like under the radar, but it's still trading at $4. It's not trading at 4 cents, which is very hopeful. That's why I'm giving this a solid C rating, and it's kind of like a lottery ticket to me. So like the Mega Millions. You don't go in there and spend 50,000 on Mega Million tickets, but you will put 500 in to say, if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. So that's what I'd say where it is. It's not something I would even commit 0.5% of my portfolio to. I probably am never going to buy it, as I'm sticking to blue chip cryptos right now. As you could, join in on our lives on every Sunday and go over, but it has potential. It's just we have to watch it. Probably in another 4 or 5 months, we'll come back to this one and we'll have to watch it and see if anything's updated. Did we make forward progression on the price? Did volume go up? Right now, it's just a forgotten coin, and it's kind of in the crypto graveyard, but not actually fully there. But with that said, guys, stay safe out there. Remember, respect respect the process. Never invest more than you can fully earn or fully lose. Don't invest more than you're comfortable with, and always make sure you understand every asset and every asset class that you're getting involved in. As you know, we're working to invest our hard-earned money, not gamble it away. So, with that being said, guys, thank you for all your support. Like and subscribe. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us here, like and subscribe for YouTube. It really helps out and it's free. Help us get out there. If you want to do a little bit more extra support, definitely come join us on Patreon. Subscribe there. Everyone who subscribes, you guys all get free merch. So, and because I'm doing my t-shirts. One of our great followers came up with a great saying. So, of course, everyone's going to get a t-shirt. So if you are a subscriber on TikTok or on Patreon, we'll definitely get you that free merch. Just gotta drop us a link for which ones you want when they go live there. So hopefully I'll have the shirt soon. With that said, guys, thank you guys. Thank you for your support. I'm gonna check out of here as it's the end of my Sunday and I gotta get to work tomorrow pretty early and I got a lot of work I gotta do. So, with that said, guys, thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. And remember, stay safe out there and get that bag.